Top U.S. economic officials say they will speak with President Trump about how to move forward with China trade talks after the two sides returned to the negotiating table.
The U.S. and China wrapped up their second straight day of talks in Stockholm, Sweden today. China is saying the two sides agreed to extend the tariff pause, but the U.S. officials did not confirm that when they were asked during a press conference. All the while, the clock is ticking. We are 2 weeks away from the president's self-imposed deadline where higher tariff rates on Chinese goods are set to go into effect if there's no deal. And a reminder, this Friday marks the deadline where higher rates are set to take effect for most other countries as well.
So let's bring in NBC News White House correspondent Monica Alba. Monica, what else is the White House saying about these negotiations with China?
Well, we know that these talks, of course, concluded with this potential extension, making sure that that pause stays in place for another 90 days. But it's subject really to the approval of President Trump, who is heading back from his multi-day trip in Scotland. So we got a little bit more insight from his own trade representative, Jameson Greer, who is a part of those talks in Stockholm, on what they will do next and what they expect from the president. Take a listen.
With respect to a potential pause, we're going to head back to Washington, D.C., and we're going to talk to the president about whether that's something that he wants to do. It's certainly something that's been under discussion, and so we'll brief the president on the outcome of this, and we'll see if there are any. We have further technical discussions that are happening right now as we speak among the teams, and so the president can make a final call on whether that's something that he wants to do.
So more specifics to be worked out there, but it does seem like the president would be willing to extend this pause again. He's done that with other countries, and we've seen the deadline move. So it's likely something that will take place. Kate and Clay.
And Monica, can you take a step back and kind of remind us what is the U.S. trying to get out of a new deal with China?
Yeah, and remember, the threat here has been that if this pause were to be lifted, if there were to be these tariffs extended, they would boomerang, that's the word of the U.S. Treasury Secretary, back to what this was going to be originally, and it's there on your screen. It would be a 34% tariff on China on those goods. But the U.S. is still trying to, again, negotiate here potentially a lower rate depending on what else China could offer. So that is still something they need to work out, as well as a potential meeting, guys, between President Trump and President Xi, which could take place before the end of the year.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.